What's going on, guys? Rob A here, and today we're going to be taking a look at Toyworld's T05 SHINEBUG, their take on the Throttlebot's Goldbug. And wait, what am I doing down here? I need to go all the way up here for that little tiny car. My goodness, look at that. So yeah, here is SHINEBUG, and as you can see, he is a Mini Cooper coupe, I believe, is the specific type of vehicle. It's very nice metallic gold paint, or not paint, but plastic used all over the figure. Hopefully it won't suffer from the gold plastic syndrome. But it does look very, very nice, and it looks like it even has painted rear view mirrors, which is pretty neat, or side mirrors as you would. But yes, the tiny car up here belies the giant box because inside there are all kinds of combiner parts that are required to make their full-size combiner that, as far as I know, does not have a name. It's not going to make it an easy task to actually film and upload a video on something that doesn't have a name, but I'll do what I can. If you guys have any information about that, please let me know in the comments if this guy has a name. So this is T05, this is SHINEBUG. This looks like an awesome figure. Here you can see the vehicle mode on the side, and of course the robot mode on the back. Looking really, really like a fun figure to have. And of course another shot of the robot mode here. Just information in languages I cannot even attempt to pretend to think about. Yeah. Looks pretty cool. I can't wait to get him out. I'm going to take a few hours probably to sort out all the combiner stuff, and we'll check him out in a little bit. I'll probably do the combiner as a separate video, but we'll get to that later. So we'll see SHINEBUG in just a moment. Alright guys, so here is SHINEBUG, and as you can see, he's a lovely little mini coupe in lovely metallic gold. Very, very nice. Lovely little paint job on him. You can see the little lights there. Of course, painted in rear mirrors. Just really, really nicely done. You can see the underside there. And it does roll, but there is a little bit of a problem. See, it rolls fine on this side, but there's a little transformation hinge in here that you might be able to even see. It's like a little tiny ratcheting notch, but my left-hand rear wheel is just loose enough, unfortunately, that it does not quite fit into its designated, little pocket of space. So where this one sits in there just fine, as you can see, it's nice and tight. This one does wiggle, 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 and unfortunately that means when it sits on a flat surface, if we hold it like this, it'll spin, but if you're putting it down, it'll get stuck and then jammed up against something, and it doesn't spin. That shouldn't be the case for all of them. It is the case for mine, unfortunately. If I can find a way to tighten that up and make it stay in place, it'll be just fine. Overall, though, let me just tell you, I absolutely love this guy. I think he's awesome. So let me put him right there. You can see how tiny he is, and right away you guys are probably saying, oh my gosh, I looked at the prices on that guy and he is so expensive. What is the deal with that? Well, let me show you his accessories. So he's small. He comes with this collector card, of course, they all do. Little just stuff on it. Doesn't matter. I'm never gonna. That's all you need to know. He comes with his instruction booklet, which is really big, bigger than the other guys' instruction booklets, for some reason. There you go. Well, because of this little bit right here on the back of the instructions. So this is from car to robot, and then on the back here, well, continuing on, you've got from robot to back, basically. And I'll show you what that means. He also comes with this booklet. This is the booklet to transform all of these guys and combine them into their combined mode, which does not have a name. We'll call him just, I don't know, Throttle King or something. Throttle Boss. That's what we'll call him. Throttle Boss. Oh man, that's so cool. I'm calling it right now. Patent pending, Throttle Boss. I called the name. Anyway, so it just shows you all the different guys and how to combine them with all of the stuff. What stuff, you may ask? Oh, I'll show you the stuff. Don't you worry about that. And don't even get me started on this thing. But there you go. You've got all the combination tools required to make Throttle Boss here. There you go. Throttle Boss. And so, this guy and his hefty price point and large, comically large box are holding, well, you've got a crotch in there. You know, because you need a crotch in there, of course. You get the crotch piece. You get 2 hands. Two hands. As you can see, each hand is like, you know, put the 2 hands together and you've got basically the size of the car again. You've got 2 feet. If you thought those hands were big, wait till you see these guys. 2 feet. 2 feet. 2 feet. And last but certainly not least, if I can even get it out of the package, whew, sorry about that, crinkles, this gun. This big old gun. So, yeah, there you go. It's very large. It's very neat looking. It's very simple, but very, very cool. It looks like something might even go up in the top here, but I don't know. I could be wrong about that. It's got a big chunk of plastic flash that I'm going to have to get rid of, but that's okay. But anyway, yeah, so this is where the price point comes from, because you not only get SHINEBUG, you get all of this stuff. However, I will say I do kind of wish that Toyworld had put out like a version of this that just comes with SHINEBUG, and, you know, release all of the cars without, you know, this guy and side load without any combiner stuff. Because for those of you that just want the Throttlebots that, you know, were never really known to combine, this may not be anything you want. So that's fine. Either way, totally cool. Lots of plastic going in here, lots of engineering, so I'm not concerned about that. So here's SHINEBUG. We're going to take a look at his vehicle mode and transform him and take a look at his robot mode. Give me just a second. And of course, we have to show SHINEBUG off with the rest of his teammates. So come on, SHINEBUG. He's got a little trouble. This back wheel. There's a little rubbing there, but we'll explain it later. So here he is with the rest of his crew. You can see he is quite small compared to the rest of them, with the exception of maybe these guys here. He's a little bit more on par with these smaller vehicles, but he looks really good. I like the team altogether quite a lot. And there you go, looking really cool together. So that is the Throttlebots up through number 5. Okay, guys, so to transform SHINEBUG into robot mode, what we want to do first is remove the gun from the bottom of the car. There you go. We're just going to pull that and put it right aside. Next, we're going to take this back piece and just lift it right up. Look at that. Magical floating, woo, woo, magic floating car. And just turn it right around and leave it like that. This doesn't really do anything, just kind of keeps it from falling back into place and getting in the way. So there's that. You know. Next up, we're going to go ahead and just kind of pull this whole section up apart like so. Just pull that up and out of the way, and you can see we've got some lovely legs going right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and grab these, unpeg them from the sides of the vehicle, as best we can. There we go. There we go. Now we got some legs going on here. And what we want to do with these is you want to pull them. And you want to pull them from here. Please do not pull them from the window, because the window is just held on by little bits and you will break it. Don't pull it by the side mirrors because you'll break it. But just pull it by as much of this piece as you can grab onto, because these little pegs hold in pretty tightly. So now we're going to go ahead and bring the feet forward. We're going to push these bits down like so to form the feet. We're going to pull these little black bits out like so. And now I'm going to separate these. We're going to fold the windows in like this. We're going to pull these back like so on these little blue bars. And we're going to push this down just like that. And now we're going to bring this back here and then fold it over, and then this whole little, where the window clips to the door is going to fit right into this little spot here, just like so. And you can see there's even a little like cutout on the back of the heel that's going to fit right into that kind of door shape. So you just want to bring this over and make sure you slide it down. Slide it down all the way, not part of the way. Rob, come on, pay attention. There we go. There we go. And then bring the leg assembly up. You could have done that beforehand. It doesn't really matter, but you know, as long as it's done. And there you have his legs. And you still get an ankle tilt out of that, and still get decent foot motion despite there being this big door on the back, which is really, really cool engineering, if you ask me, which, you know, you didn't necessarily, but if you're watching this, you must have some opinion about my opinion. So, next up, we're going to go ahead and just disconnect these rear quarter panels like so. We're going to bring this little piece down, and actually we're going to leave that up. Ignore that. So next we are actually going to come around here, grab this whole section with the wheels on it, and bring it down and out like so. These are going to form the arms, but you probably knew that already. Just going to bring these forward. Now we can get these back and just flip them down for right this second, just to kind of get them all out of the way, hold this thing in place a little bit, just so we can work on the arms. So we're going to go ahead, bring the arms out and up, bring the arm out and up, spin it, straighten out the blue bit, like so, and now we're actually going to turn this around, and then we're going to flip the hand out like so, and then this piece is actually going to come out and up and peg right in there to form the forearm. And then the wheel, and this is the side that works well, we're going to bring this up, and the wheel is actually going to come out and over and then fit right in that little cavity there, and that's going to be your forearm. And on the other side we're going to do the same thing. It's going to look a little different. Spin that around, just because the wheel is not going to work correctly, but that's okay. I'm going to bring this out and up, and then the wheel, which in this case wobbles, as you can see, we'll still bring it out and over, and it'll still sit in there just fine, but it'll wiggle around a little more. So, you know, it's not the biggest deal. It's a little bit of a bummer in robot mode, though. So now we're going to bring the entire waist assembly around, and that's including the front bits of the car, the windshield and that, you can move the waist independently of it, but just bring it all around at once because it's all going to end up on the front here anyhow. So next up, I'm going to take the back piece like I showed you before. We're going to put it down and in, and then get all this stuff out of the way, move this back because this guy's going to open up and reveal the robot head, which I'll show you guys a quick close-up right now. Very nice robot head, very cool looking. I'm very, very pleased with that. So next up, I'm going to close this back piece back up, and basically we can finish off the back of the robot now, so we might as well just do that. So you can slide this. I usually just do it like that, just push it in like that. You can have it facing either direction, but put it in like that and then turn these in and up so that they're kind of just holding this in place. So there you go. I mean, you can arrange these however you want. This is, you know, whatever you want to do with these back pieces is up to you. They just kind of free float, but I think they look, you know, kind of decent like that, just holding everything in place against the back, and that really minimizes that backpack and it minimizes the kind of junk behind his head. So I think that looks best in my opinion. So we're going to bring this whole section up. We're going to take this little blue piece back here behind the windshield, and if I can actually get my finger in there, we're going to pop it up, pop it up. We'll try from a different angle here. There we go. Pop it up and over. And as you can see, this half of the car is kind of crunched in. But that's part of the deal. It's supposed to do that. So we're going to bring this down like so, okay? And the other side, we're going to bring it down like so. Actually, you can kind of see it a little bit better like this. And we're going to push these bits in on themselves until they click, kind of soft lock into place. So you got this little kind of butterflied effect. Not the butterfly effect, but a little butterflied effect here. And push that up against the windshield, and then use this little blue bit to kind of lock it all into place. Now you're going to bring everything up and just get it around the this blue bit here. There you go. And then make sure this goes down and in, and then that should lock down. And you can kind of position these a little bit more inward so they, you know, kind of rest against the windshield and wrap around it a little bit, but should be fine. And there you go. There is SHINEBUG, or Goldbug, or whatever you want to call him. You can stick the blaster in his hand there. And SHINEBUG is easily my favorite of the entire team. Like, this is such a fun looking, cool looking figure in my opinion. And I don't even like golds, but I just love this figure. So the head is, as you saw again, really, really nice looking. It's on a ball joint. You get a lot of motion out of that. Super big ups, nice downs. All arounds. You got shoulders that go up and down. They can go round and round. They're on the ball joint there. They got the bicep swivel. You got a double hinge elbow here. Hands can go in and out a little bit, you know, just for a transformation. You got a waist swivel. You've got the universal hips. You got a thigh swivel, and you've got the knee bends there, and of course the feet, which can rock around the clock and have a little bit of tilt and turn, you know, going on there. But oh man, this guy just looks so super dynamic in any pose you put him in. Like, he just looks so nice. I love the details in his legs. He's got the kneecaps that pop out for some reason. That may be part of probably part of his combined mode, but this guy just looks so cool. And he is small. He's very small. So I'll show you a quick size comparison. I was going to show him off with Masterpiece Bumblebee. He's bigger than Masterpiece Bumblebee. But they do look pretty good together. Actually, let me just grab them. Sorry. Give me a second. I told myself I wasn't going to do this. But, here he is with MP Bumblebee. So you can see he is larger. Their vehicle modes are about the same size, which is kind of crazy that they fit this much robot into that vehicle mode. So that's pretty cool. So there is Bumblebee. Gotta remember to put him back later. All right, and of course, here is the rest of his team thus far. So you can see he's a little bit smaller than Grindrod and Aurora, but not by a whole heck of a lot, like maybe half a head shorter than those guys, but he looks fantastic. I absolutely love this guy. The only thing really holding me back from like a go out and get it now is the price. And of course the price I already explained is because of all the combiner stuff, but if you're really not into the combine mode, because it's not really canon, and I know, you know, that means little to nothing to me, but I'm all about the head canon. But you know, if that's something that really deters you from buying this figure, I can't really defend that. I will say the figure is absolutely worth it. I do not regret for 1 second. I think he's fantastic. I love him. He's super fun to pose. He's super fun in vehicle mode. He's easy to transform. Once you figure it out, like the arms can give you a little bit of a trick because they fold weird, and you know, just other than that, it's pretty straightforward, and really not difficult. But I really like this guy. I think he's awesome. I can't wait to slap a Autobot logo on there, and yeah. Very cool figure. Very happy with him. But that is going to do it for this review, guys. I want to thank you so very much for watching. As always, be sure to subscribe and stay tuned. I've got the last member of this team, Side Load, coming real soon. I might need a break before I do him, though. And then, of course, I'm going to do the combine mode in a separate video later, just to kind of make it easier on myself, quite frankly. But yeah, really cool. Yeah, check out my channel if you haven't already. I've got a lot of cool stuff there. Maybe you'll find something you didn't know you loved. And yeah, that's gonna do it, guys. Thank you so much for watching again. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.